What's up, guys? We're back with another video. If you are new here, my name is Sammy. And my hair is new here too. And we are the Mermaid Gang. This is where you can come and suspend your disbelief. I am your favorite and your brightest YouTuber and manifestation coach. So if you would like for me to help you dissolve whatever is between you and your manifestation, go ahead and sign up for coaching with me below, or just watch all my YouTube videos. I don't know, do what you do. Yes, my hair is neon pink, my nails are neon. I'm in a new setting because I'm bored with my set right now and I don't know exactly what I want to do with it, and I just felt like filming on my couch because I have sparkly curtains and cute new pillows. So here we are. This is so comfortable, honestly. I love this. So this is what we're doing right now. So today I want to talk about we've talked about how you can create your own rules, but I've not made a video on how to go about doing that, why it's important. So today that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about laying the foundation, setting your rules for the way the law works for you, how things work for you, how you manifest, how easy everything is for you, so that you already have these assumptions about how the law works for you. You have your foundation so that everything can just be easy for you. Really set yourself up for success in manifesting, because you know there are people who naturally have assumptions that only good things happen to them, that only their positive thoughts manifest, that they manifest in 3 days. Just like I had so many people say, I tried that. Well, not so many people. I had some people say, I tried that, but it didn't work. That's because you don't have the assumption that you manifest in 3 days. You have to create your rules first. And the way that you create your rules is the same way you manifest anything else. How do we create an assumption? What makes a belief in us? Repetition, repetition, repetition. Experience, assumption. Repeat, repeat, repeat. See the proof of it. Then we assume it. Then it becomes normal. And then that's just how it is. It's set. It's done. It's good. It's not going to change until you change it, you know? That's what assumptions are. That's how they are. So if, let's say, for example, you want to create your rules that manifestation is just so easy for me. I manifest everything I want in 3 days. Only my positive thoughts manifest. Like, say that those are your 3 rules. That's your foundation that you want to set for yourself. That's to make sure that everything is easy for you. It comes very quickly for you. Nothing's a struggle. And you don't have to worry about any negative or opposing thoughts because they don't manifest anyway. That's the 3 things that you want to set as your rules. That's your foundation that you want to lay, the assumptions you want to have. And having those assumptions, literally, it'll be cake for you to manifest anything. It'll come quickly and you never have to worry about messing it up because only your positive thoughts manifest. Those are 3 rules that I recommend everybody set for themselves. So what you would do is you would literally take those 3 affirmations, those 3 rules, and repeat them in your mind like you're telling someone this. Like, if you're an OG from the beginning of my channel, when I first started and I was talking about how I imagine telling my friend or hearing my friend ask me, how are you so good at manifesting? I'm like, oh, I'm a master at manifesting, or however I worded it. I manifest everything I want. Repeating that set the assumption for me that I was a master at manifesting, which then turned me into this, okay? The repetition created the assumption, and when things started happening for me, I started really believing, oh wow, I really am a master at manifesting. I'm so good at this. It was an assumption, and then nothing was ever hard again. This is what I want you to do. It's just like anything else. You're going to take these 3 things and you're going to say, I'm just such a master at manifesting, as if you're telling someone, just like I was. You don't even have to know who the person is. You're just saying it in a tone in your mind as if you're telling someone. Or you can visualize, or you can script it, however you want to do it. The point is repetition to start seeing things happen this way to prove what you're thinking. Because what happens is we think and think and think and think on the same thing over and over. Then we start seeing evidence of it, and then we start believing it. And there comes the assumption. Okay? This is why I say you don't have to fully believe before it manifests, because it's you doing the same thing over and over in your mind, seeing the evidence of it. Seeing that is what then creates the assumption, in my experience. It may be different for other people, but that's how it works for me. So when I was affirming for $1,000 a day 2 years ago, I was affirming. And then my income slowly, well, not even slowly, one day it was close to it and the next day it was that, and then it started going over that, and within a week or two I just automatically expected it. I didn't even have to affirm for it anymore, because that was my assumption, because that's what I expected. What you expect, that's your assumption. So you're repeating to see the evidence. You will start seeing the evidence, and then you will expect that evidence, which then will create an assumption, and then it will not even be a question to you. That will be what works for you. That will be what is true for you, period. So you're going to repeat and focus on, I am such a master at well, these are the rules I'm recommending. You can do whatever rules you want. Do whatever you want. I am such a master at manifesting. I literally get whatever I want within 3 days, no matter what it is. And only my positive thoughts manifest. Over and over and over and over and over. And then you're going to start noticing those things being true. You're going to notice that things are going to start manifesting for you a lot faster. You're going to start seeing things come to you within 3 days or less. You're going to start seeing that either you end up not having any negative thoughts at all because you no longer care about them or worry about them, or you're going to notice that they literally don't manifest, and that your positive thoughts do manifest very easily. And then you're going to start expecting that to always be the way it is, which then creates the assumption. And then guess what? You've laid your foundation. Now, anything you want to manifest is going to be easy because you're a master. It's going to come to you within 3 days, because that's just what you expect. You don't expect it to be any other way anymore, because you've created the assumptions, laid the foundation. Now you've turned yourself into a master manifester whose positive thoughts only manifest, and you manifest within 3 days, and you won't struggle with anything anymore. And if you do, now you know how to correct it. Most likely you won't. Most likely every single thing with those 3, every single thing should be easy for you, especially if you're specific about, yeah, everything I want manifests within 3 days, no matter what it is. Say that so that you imply that there is nothing that you want that you can't manifest in 3 days. Repetition, repetition, repetition. I know, I don't want to have to repeat. I just want to affirm once and you still have to create the assumption first. Yes, it is absolutely possible to have instant manifestation, but not until you have created that assumption. If that is a rule you want to create for yourself, create that rule for yourself. It doesn't have to be 3 days. Like I said, you can create whatever rules you want for yourself. But understand when I say, because I've literally had comments say, oh, well, that's a limiting belief saying we can't have instant, or that's a limiting belief saying there's a delay. If you don't want it to be that way, you first have to create the assumption. With anything, you're going to have to do the repetition first. Even if you're somebody who is so against repetition, if you're against repetition, you're still going to have to use the repetition to create the assumption that you only have to affirm once, or that you only have to say it once, or that you only, whatever it is that you're wanting. You still have to create the assumption first, because without the assumption, it doesn't work. And then here you come in my comments mad at me because it didn't work, but you didn't create the assumption first. You have to create the assumption first. You have to lay the ground rules first for yourself. Set your rules. Decide what rules you want to be true and affirm them fucking things until they are true, and then you no longer have to worry about it, because then they're assumptions. Then they're done. You're done. Your rules are set. How you manifest is set. You have created your own rules. You've created your own safety net. If you're someone who overthinks, you're good to go. Put in the work to create the assumption and then it's cake. But you have to create the assumption first. Okay? That's just how it works. You didn't learn your ABCs from saying them once. Repetition. But guess what? Now I bet you can say them freaking ABCs like nobody's business and you'll never forget them. You know them because you did the work to get them in here. Stop being lazy. If it's something you want, do the repetition to create the assumption and then you're good. Then you're done. It's completed. It ain't going anywhere unless you change it with more repetition of something else. Okay? Set your rules and everything will be easy. You can even tell me in the comments below, what rules are you going to create for yourself? I chose those 3 rules because they pretty much cover everything. But you can pick any rules you want for the way the law works for you. I even thought about, you know how, I'm not saying it's not true, I'm just saying, you know how, I think there's a Neville quote or something that says, you don't get, or maybe it's a law of attraction quote, I don't know. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. Well, I can create a rule that says, no, I get what I want. I get what I want. If I desire it, it manifests instantly. Or if I desire it, I manifest it easily. I get what I want. I always get what I want. You can create any kind of rule. Any kind of rule for yourself. So what rules are you going to create for yourself? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we out.